Puddles in the morning, puddles in the evening, puddles in the afternoon. Well, I'm a puddle boy and she's a puddle girl. The Puddles podcast is starting real soon.
Welcome to Puddles with Andrew Collin. I'm joined by my co-host
Brenna LaRock.
Yeah, we're doing it. We are doing it. We are a little tired. Had a insane weekend in Las Vegas. It was Brenna's first time in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. You were excited to see it. We drove there from Los Angeles.
Yes, we did.
Well,
you drove there. I sat in the passenger seat and was good company.
Decent company.
Decent. I was great company going there. Coming back, I did take a little nap ski.
Yeah, we'll get into why you were tired. Las Vegas. Look, I've done plenty of times Vegas with the boys, and I've had some very fun times, very sad, depressing. I guess they call it the Sunday scaries. I had about 3 weeks of scaries when I'd come back, where I couldn't leave my room. I would just sit in the dark and pretty much cry and just go back and forth from the bathroom back and just order food in and just, yeah, it was bad. But this one, yeah.
I want to know more about that.
Which one? Which trip? The one that sent me there?
Yeah, the one that made you stay in your room for 3 weeks.
I don't know. One time I did. I was so fucked up.
On what?
When you day drink in Vegas, and it's 110 degrees out, and you're by the pool.
Oh yeah.
And you're drinking to stay cool, like. And I remember I was like really jacked then, and I had my whole body shaved. I
bet you looked hot.
I did look pretty hot. It was in the best shape I think I ever was in my life. And we were at an adult pool where girls show their tits.
Oh.
Which we didn't go to because it was too cold and I didn't really
We did see tits though on the strip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were covered a little bit.
The nipples.
And so I put on a girl's top bikini. As a joke.
Did you fill it out?
You know, I think I did, not because my tits were so big, but my back. And I don't know why, but it's peacocking. Women thought it was hilarious. And then I remember looking over and like 3 other guys copied my move.
Oh my God. Cringe.
I was so pissed.
Cringe.
Anyhow, I ended up hooking up with a woman.
One of the naked girls?
Yeah. And she might have been married.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Did you know that she was married when you hooked up with her? Be honest.
Yeah.
What was your thought process? You were like, fuck marriage.
Fuck marriage kill.
Fuck marriage kill. Was it like were you like, this isn't my issue? Like, I'm just trying to have sex. I don't care.
It was more like we didn't even have sex that night. It was the next morning.
She stayed the night?
No, she was just in a room. I went over there at like 10 a.m. I was still like drunk from the night before.
And you knocked on her door?
She like called me to go in there. I don't even remember. But all I know is she told me her husband was horrible to her.
She just wanted her bathing suit top back.
Yeah, I was still wearing it at the club. Yeah, I don't know. I think she just wanted to I think she told me that her husband was horrible.
Oh, so that
and that he was cheating.
Oh.
I think.
Maybe
I just made that up. Yeah, maybe I just made that up right now.
So how was the drunk 10 a.m. sex?
I don't even remember. I was so... it wasn't that great. It wasn't like... It's not in the heat of the moment. You're kind of like...
It's weird.
It feels like a relationship sex. It's like, what are we doing?
Sober sex.
Yeah.
I remember when I was single and...
Oh, boy.
Like... No. Like...
No, it's all right.
You never have sober sex when you're single.
Never.
Like... Unless you're like hooking up with somebody regularly. But even then, I'm like, I don't actually like you. So... But I think once... Oh my God, not the snot coming out of my nose. Once you start having sober sex with somebody, like when you're single, you're like, oh, this is getting serious. Like,
yeah.
when you and I started having sober sex,
I think the
Pretty-
second time we had
yeah.
sex, it was COVID time, so it was a little different.
But like right away, that's how you know it's real.
Also, I don't know if I was really drinking then. It'd be
you
weird.
you were sober all of the time. Actually, yeah, you
It's
weren't
actually
drinking
really
then.
weird when you're like not drinking and the person's
Yeah.
hammered, and you're like, I feel this feels wrong. This
Yeah.
feels like I'm taking advantage of a slow person. A little bit, like I don't know. It's just like it's hard to like
Yeah.
match up. But no, for a long time, yeah, I don't think I had sex without alcohol for a good 7 or 8 years. You know, it's just like one of those things where it's like I would just fall into it. I never, yeah,
Like you stumbled into sex.
I stumbled into this pussy. So anyhow, that was most of my Vegas trips. were
Wait, that's
kinda,
what made you sad?
Well, I was after that I was so hungover after I left there, and then I kept drinking. I mean, I had other trips that were even worse than that, where maybe cocaine ended up being involved.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't remember doing coke in Vegas. I do remember like by the third day being in the like you try to take a bath to get better. Yeah, in Vegas, but it just feels so stale.
Gross.
Yeah.
Everything in Vegas. That was my take going there is the air is stale, the casinos are stale, like everything is very stale there.
Yeah, everything's dry.
It's so dry.
Our room smelled like perfume
and
because people
smoke, yeah.
smoke cigarettes in there. So we drive there. Brenna's never played blackjack before, and we had 4 hours driving, and I had time to teach you blackjack, but instead, I don't even know what we talked about on the car ride.
We listened to the daily, which made us sad.
Yeah, we try to listen to podcasts to like learn about what's going on right now, but we're like, you know what? Let's ignore all that because we're trying to have fun in fucking Vegas. And I don't know, right when I've had some amazing times in Vegas. It's the first like day and a half. Right when I got there, our room wasn't ready, so we were in VIP. We go in the VIP lounge because I was performing there, treated like a goddamn star.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us a free beer and free wine, and it kind of loosened us up real quick.
It loosened you up real quick.
Yeah.
Andrew was in rare form.
I was excited. I don't know. Like I used to gamble a lot,
Yeah.
and I love sitting at a table and meeting strangers and fucking just killing at this is like before I did stand up, and like I would like, oh, where are you from? Oh, and then like I'd have callbacks to everyone, and
Right.
like I'd control the whole table.
Yeah.
And you've never really seen that side of me, that like extroverted.
I mean, yeah, no, not really.
So we sit at a table.
Also, just like the party bug in you. You're not really like. I've seen the party bug, but it doesn't come out very often.
No, especially when I have to perform the next day. I don't want to be hungover.
Yeah,
and
I
my
was
brain
not
can't think.
expecting that.
But I was like, you know what? I'm in fucking Vegas. This is the only time. This is the first time you're there. We sit at the blackjack table. Now there's computers involved in blackjack. Everything's slower.
But you can bet lower, which is nice.
Yeah.
You have to bet so much.
And Brenna starts gambling, starts betting. How did you feel playing blackjack for the first time?
Well, I didn't really understand it the first time. And then you kind of just kept telling me what to do. And then I was like, the whole time we were in Vegas, I was like, oh, man, I wish I was at the blackjack table.
Dude. Brenna's like, I'm just going to play a couple of hands. Cut to 2 a.m. She's like, we got to get our money back.
Yeah.
I need the new pants from Alo.
That actually happened.
Brenna sold like a bunch of clothes and had cash and fucking.
Dude, I had $80 cash.
So we were, I don't know, we were up. We were both up. I was up like 280. You were up like 160.
I was up like 190.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
And did we walk away? Fuck no.
No, fuck no.
No. End up losing money. It was fun, but God, you know, that thrill I used to have, like connecting and doing all that, it kind of, an hour in, I was like, all right, I got it. Like,
yeah,
enough.
It gets old really fast.
And then later on in the night, we were sitting there and some old lady, I call her the devil because she's wearing all red. It happened to be Valentine's Day too, but I still think it was a coincidence because she sat on third base and she wouldn't hit when you're supposed to hit.
Yeah, so we all lost our money.
And I wanted to beat her ass.
Yeah.
My buddy fought some guy that did that one time.
Really? Mangy?
Yeah. He, this guy on third base didn't hit on 16, and my buddy split aces and lost $3,000 on one hand, and he kicked the guy like Spartan style off the chair backwards like an older man, and then they put him in jail downstairs.
Wait, there's jails and casinos?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they brought him in. They were like, you can't do that. And yeah, it was that was a crazy trip.
Till he calmed down?
Yeah, they finally let him go. And I was depending on him for money. And he comes in and he's like, I lost everything. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, man, that sucks.
But that's the night I gambled and I fucking played blackjack. I turned like $100 into $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah. And then went home with no money.
Yeah, and then you spent it all in Vegas.
Yeah. That was a sad trip.
Is that the one?
That was another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A. But yeah, so we go. I was opening for Heather McMahan, and we had a fun dinner that night. I don't know. We went to I forget the name of the place.
Mott 32.
Yeah, Mott 32. I don't know. I feel like maybe we just don't order. We we get food. I don't know. There were soup dumplings, and that was great. Everything else was dog shit.
Oh, I didn't think it was dog shit.
Really?
I thought it was delicious. I think maybe we just ordered things you didn't like, or maybe you didn't get enough of it since there were so many people sharing.
Yeah, the next dinner, I guess the next night was more like that.
I did not like the next dinner.
Yeah, but we go to dinner. That was fun, and then we end up going back to the blackjack table after until 1 a.m.
Heather was getting massages
while playing roulette.
Yeah, they have these girls going around like $2 a minute or something.
Yeah,
for neck massages, and so she's at the roulette table getting a neck massage.
We're at just a table, and it's so sad when you're slowly losing your money, and you're just like, I gotta get it back.
Yeah,
I gotta get it back. And the more you're like, I gotta get it back, the table could feel your desperation.
Mm-hmm,
and then no one's like making any noise. No one's happy. It's just that old lady in the red on the corner.
Right.
And we're waiting for her to figure out the machine.
Oh my God. It's just like, ugh.
Oh, the fucking computer. It's like, she's like, what does this button do?
Yeah.
Oh, I could hit. Well, I'm not gonna hit. Should I stay? And I'm looking at her like,
it's just crazy to sit down at a table, like not knowing how to do it.
Meanwhile, you did that, but I help you. Yeah,
with you.
Yeah.
But like, I would never have done that had I not been with some. Like, that's crazy behavior.
I mean, I should have some empathy for her. She's an old woman alone on Valentine's. Her husband probably died 2 years ago.
She's fine.
Yeah,
she's
that's
at the casino. She's fine. She's got money to blow. She's sitting at blackjack table.
She probably killed her own husband.
Yeah, no. Old ladies with their husbands they're fine.
Yeah, she is fine.
They're
She's probably
fine.
living it up. She probably got laid that night. She probably won. She probably won $6,000.
Yep.
Took our money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just like a dead table, and so you're just trying to win your money, and it's just like.
And it's
all
late.
Right,
it's
I'll
late.
hit.
You've been drinking.
Yeah, you're just trying to stay awake
Yeah.
to fucking pay your rent, and you're just like, fine, just
$10.
double
hit.
down, just 10. All right, I'll go up to 50.
Yeah.
You're going to 50? Yeah, I'm going to 50. And then you're just like, oh, and then you only have $80 left, and you're just like, I might as well lose it anyways.
No,
Why
literally.
go home with any money?
What's the point?
So we lost like $500, and got too drunk. I had one last like double tequila. You got
a double tequila at 1 a.m.
You got it too.
I did not.
You ordered them.
I didn't order double tequila. I forget that you can order double shot drinks. That doesn't even
throw a little pineapple in it too.
Dude.
That will trick you. You feel like you're on a cruise.
Yeah. So tequila soda, pineapple juice.
Our room was insane.
The next morning I pick up. Here's the thing. There's nothing worse than waking up in the middle of the night. Your mouth tastes like a litter box. It's dry as hell. The air is blowing. You had the heat on. Oh, I was so mad. I was like, why is the air on?
Yeah.
The heat. I can just feel like my hair's dry. My cuticles are crispy. And then there's not enough water. There's empty drink cans everywhere. Your clothes, like your hair smells like the casino. I hate it. That's the worst. One of the worst things to like.
It really
experience.
fell apart pretty quick because that suite was insane. It was twice the size of our apartment.
So
It was fucking great. Like, you were like, oh my God. When we walked in, we were like, we're fucking the king of.
Yeah, we had a nice view of the Trump Tower.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. The place I thought was really fancy and nice, but we just fucking destroyed it in about an hour.
Then we go the next day and walk down the strip for 4.5 miles. The strip, hate it. I never need to go back to Vegas. I'm glad I did it one time. I don't like that. It's like a boring. It's like I don't know. There's something about Vegas to me that felt like this was cool like 10 years ago. You know, like it's not cool anymore.
It is cooler when you win money.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna say this: all the people like on the strip working, like they have aged out of that role.
Yeah, I mean they're just, you know, I'm sure they started as strippers and then they got fired and then they have to work on the street and then eventually, I don't know, they end up dead in the desert. It's a tough city for aging women and for like magicians that can't get it done. It's just like it's just guys on the street that you know came there. They probably have some kind of skill. Some guy had a talking bird that the bird was just
the bird had plucked its feathers out, which is like that means the bird is stressed and like not okay. And parrot's feathers like hardly ever grow back too. It's so sad. So it's just like this, oh my God, it made me so sad. And he like came up to me and was like, you want to hold the parrot? I was like, absolutely not. No. I literally had to cross the street because it was making me so sad.
And then you just walk. When you walk the strip, you just walk into other hotels. Yeah. And every hotel is kind of the same. And it's just like trying to get you to spend money.
Yeah, I don't get this. I don't get the Vegas thing, but.
Well, a lot of people that live there never go to the strip. It's like when people in New Orleans don't go to Bourbon Street.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, the people we were there with, like, I was like, oh, yeah, it's my first time in Vegas. And they're like, oh, you've never been to Vegas?
Yeah, people do treat it like that.
I don't know. It's just like, really?
Cut to us going back and we win 10 grand. We're like, this fucking place. Yeah, you just, I don't know. And then
the shops, one more thing. The shops, and we stayed at where? The Palazzo?
Yeah.
All of the shops, they like advertise like, oh, the Palazzo has all these shops, and it's like this long winding road. I don't know the names of any of the shops. They're all like old boutique stores that they're not any, like there was a Steve Madden and a Lids. Those were the only two stores that I recognized. No one's going in there.
It's like an old abandoned mall.
Yeah, it's just weird vibes. I don't know.
And then you got people on those like, those Venice boats. I forget what those boats are called.
Oh, the gondolas.
It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. You're tricking yourself. You're inside.
There's a fake cloud. It's a fake ceiling.
Yeah.
Or like
the water is made out of piss.
Yeah, it was weird.
People are smoking.
It's so embarrassing to be on a gondola with like in a mall, like with a bunch of people like around. I looked up the tickets. It's like $55 to do that. That's not fun.
No, wild behavior.
Yeah.
People did it and they're like, oh my God, we experienced Venice.
It's just like Europe.
Oh, it's just like Europe. Actually, it's richer because it's indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, so that was fun. I don't know. I mean, you know, we tried to make the most of it. We did at least get out. But, and then we, you know, went to the gym. We walked in there. You took a poop and we left. We didn't work out. I just looked at the weights and we were like, nah.
We walked like 11,000 steps. It's fine.
And then, yeah. And then we went back and then we ended up having a late ass lunch. Got some great chicken tenders and for, you know, $80.
I love going to a city and staying in the hotel room.
Yeah, there's no point in leaving.
No,
other than it smells
chilling.
like
I love
perfume.
chilling in the hotel room. Room service.
Chicken tenders.
Sitting in a robe that other strangers have worn. It's great.
Went to dinner. And that was fun. You were a little late.
Okay. And that really is bothering you, huh?
It's well, it's not the first. Brenna can't. I mean, well, I'm sure people can relate. It's hard when you can pick an outfit and figuring out an outfit.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
It's okay. I'm not attacking you.
No, but it's just like I don't know why me being on my own time and not your time makes you so annoyed.
Well, you were
But
45 minutes late to dinner.
I wasn't late. I said I wasn't coming, and then I showed up. That's different.
No, you said you were coming.
No. And then you left, and I was like, I'm going to hang back. I'm not going to go. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to go. And then I showed up and surprised you, and it was nice. You got up and gave me a hug. And
What am I going to say, you fucking bitch? I can't believe you're an hour late and embarrassing me in front on a work trip.
It's not embarrassing. No one cares but you.
Everyone goes, where's Brenna? And I got to be like, she ironing a shirt.
What did you say?
Huh?
What did you tell them?
That you're a head case.
You said that?
Yeah.
Are you serious? What's your problem?
You.
What did you say?
It's our time.
What did you say?
It's not your time.
Andrew, you went to dinner without me. That is on your time. And I went to dinner without you on my time.
It just stresses me out.
I know, but why?
Because I don't like being late to things.
But you weren't late.
Yes, I was, actually.
Well, nobody told you to hang back. You did that on your own.
No.
What?
You got to take some fucking accountability for your craziness when it comes to putting clothes on.
No, that's not what the craziness was. First of all, we were very hungover. We found out an hour before. I was laid up in bed, unshowered. Like, we found out we were going an hour before dinner. I was like, okay, I have to shower. I have to dry my hair because then we're out for the night because you have your show. So it takes longer. And then like I'm rushing. I want to wear this t-shirt, but it needs to be steamed because it's wrinkly as hell. The whole time I'm like, Andrew, you can just go. Like, just go. Don't worry about me because Andrew does this thing where he stares at me while I'm trying to like. It's not helpful. You like make me more stressed out, and then it builds and it builds, and then I'm just like, and then it's like this whole thing when you could have just like gone, and I would have been earlier because it stresses me out.
Yeah, but it stresses me out.
But then
who's me staring? I would never stare, and I try not to. I try to do.
I know, but like I can feel it. I can feel. Your
I know, but I
energy
could also feel you not getting ready
because you're staring at me, and so like anytime I do something that like takes a little bit of time, like steaming a shirt, then I just can feel your like annoyance when like I should have just steamed it when I saw that it should have been steamed, but instead I was like trying to find something else to wear in place of it instead of steaming it, and I should have just fucking steamed it in the beginning, but I didn't, and then but then I did end up steaming it after you left, and then I put it on, and then I was like I should probably go to dinner because now my shirt's steamed.
Look,
do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, but
I'm sorry.
I think,
you're right.
I think the person.
You're right. But I will say this. You're right. First of all, you are correct.
But I feel like there's a strong but.
There is a strong but. I have to point out something that it does drive me insane, and you've done this to me almost all of the time. You do this to me. The number one, like when I'm late, a lot of times it's because you do not prepare me. Like you do not tell me like in enough time. You tell me plans very last minute.
Okay.
Like
how much time do you think you need?
For example, you went to the sound check at 5. You came back to the room at 6:30 or 6:30, right?
No, I came back at 5:30.
No, you came back at 6 and you said, I have good news and I have bad news. And then you go, dinner's in an hour at 7. And in my head, I'm like, you should have texted me when you went to the sound check and said, hey, dinner is at 7.
But I didn't find out until I was leaving the sound check.
But you know we're going to get dinner. And I don't know these people. You should say, when is dinner? Like, to me, that's like, so, but you've done that to me a few times. And then, honestly, it's hard to get ready in an hour for me. Some people, like, going out for the whole night. I'm in Vegas. I obviously want to look cute. Like,
yeah.
It's just, and you know me, you know that's a thing. So
no, I know. When I found out,
that's why I get so frustrated. But I am still wrong. I shouldn't have been late. But I tried to make it better by saying, just go to dinner without me. Like, just go, or I can meet up. Like, I don't think it's a big deal if I'm late. No one cares if I'm late, but you should go.
Okay.
That's my whole thing.
I get it, and when there's a time constraint, I understand that. But I feel that there's been plenty of times where there isn't any time constraint. You know when things are going to be, and you don't start getting ready until a time where it's going to be tougher for you. And I get upset when it's like something like when I have like a show and I have to like I want to be as clear-headed as possible. And now I'm worried about getting there on time because I'm worried about you making it about you getting ready.
I know, but that's why I said
no,
go.
but I'm not saying this time. I'm saying in the past.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people deal with this, a lot of guys, and we are so used to getting ready within 7 minutes.
Yes.
To go from that to having, and look, I don't care that it takes you an hour and a half to get ready or whatever the fuck it takes. It's just you got to start it earlier then or something. or understand that like if it's
you are such a problem solver.
If I have a show, you got to think, okay, the last thing he wants to deal with is me picking out an outfit.
No, for sure. I agree. Like, it's the worst. I agree with you.
I don't know. I think we may have figured something out there. Who knows?
So that night ended up being fun.
Sorry, Tom Hall.
Shout out to Tom. So we went to dinner. What did we do after dinner? Oh, everybody went up to the room, but I hung out with
We gambled again and lost money as quick as possible.
We lost $100 real quick. And then your show was amazing. You did so great.
Thank you.
Heather is amazing. She's so funny. She was on fire. She's got so much energy.
She's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Such a fun hang.
Yeah.
The show went great. Then after the show, we were all hanging out. You were back there. You were having fun, taking photos. You and Taylor were getting loose.
Yeah, loosey-goosey.
Next thing you know, little mushroom chocolates break out.
Yeah, we had a little microdose sash.
You ate them too late, though.
I ate them late, like at the beginning of the show, but they didn't hit until towards the end. And so the stage is like framed in these huge purple like lit up solitaire cards. And like I was like, man, I don't feel these mushrooms. Like, and then like it was like the very end of the show, Heather was finishing up, and I was like, this is a beautiful stage. I was like, how did I not notice those cards before? Those are just popping. And so like I'm like trying to take photos of the stage because I was like, this is amazing. And then I was like, oh, the mushrooms definitely hit me.
You're like, I don't know.
I was just like, wow, like look at these cards. And then we like all went out for a drink afterward, and like I just was like, I was just having a good time. Andrew went up to bed after our drinks. But
it was 2 a.m. It's not like
I stayed in the casino till 4.
I'm staying. I was like, really? You're going to stay? I was like, this is like a nice night. I'm staying out.
No, but this is, again, I don't have to be on your time just because we're a couple.
Dude, it's like we're in Vegas together.
Yeah, and our friends one of our friends was there, and I wanted to hang out and have a good time with her. Like, what is the? Also, I'm on mushrooms. I don't want to go to bed. Like, I don't want to go close my eyes and have scary dreams. Like, the last time I did that, I dreamt that you were like a spider. So I can't. I was literally like holding Andrew's head, and I was like, he's a spider. This is a spider's head. So like, I was like, I can't. I gotta stay up, watch Taylor chain smoke at the bar, and just like ride this out.
And all I'm thinking is I'm in bed going, the drive tomorrow. Brenna's gonna be so hungover.
But I didn't drink. Like I just was like I had one margarita. Give me one margarita. So I wasn't hungover as much as I was just exhausted because I went to bed at like 4:30. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
We'll be back after break.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah. So then we drove back. It took about 7 hours to get back. Fucking Waze. Can we talk about Waze? You're a huge fan of Waze.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You told me to download Waze.
No, you told me to download
No.
Waze. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, Tom Hall.
Okay. I'm not a huge fan of Waze. I just want to put that out there.
Okay. Well, I feel like many times you said, how do you not have Waze? You just are going off Google Map.
Well, Google Map is a weird thing to use.
There we go.
Andrew uses Google Map.
I just use the sun.
We have CarPlay, so you can plug in your phone, and if you use Apple Maps or Waze, it shows up on the screen. But he uses Google Maps, and then like looks down at his phone, and Google Maps like it shows you like an aerial view of your drive. Like it doesn't even tell you like what road to turn. I don't know. I don't get it. It seems like it's so much work, but like it's not better.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, Waze tries to take you through like 9 different people's backyards. They're like, oh, I could figure it out for you.
I think Waze is good, like in a city. If you're like in LA, if you're like, you can go down a random road instead to like get around. But on a long car trip, because if like there's something like 2 minutes of traffic, they'll be like, exit here and go down these 5 country roads and then re-enter in a town 40 miles away, and like it's to save 20 minutes, and you're just like, this is annoying. Like, then you get stuck behind a tractor. So like, yeah, Waze is annoying on long road
you're
trips.
like eating dinner at like a farm with Mormon people, and Waze is like, no, if you eat quick with the Mormons, just eat real quick, chew your food fast.
Yeah.
Don't eat the biscuits. It's like Waze, you're way. And they always tell you, they're like, there's a car. Is there a car on the side of the road? And I always go, nope. I love telling them no.
No.
They're like, is there a fucking 9-car pileup? Nope. No Waze. Maybe that's why they don't know what the fuck is happening. But yeah, Waze just, I don't know. They try too hard. It's so crazy to think MapQuest back in the day where you'd have to print it out.
I remember my parents, we used to go on road trips. My mom would print out the like Yahoo Maps and like read my dad the directions. She had to be so locked in. You had to be really locked in driving, and now you can kind of just be like,
Dude, I remember I drove back. It was Mardi Gras and my dad's 40th or 50th, I guess. And I was driving back to Florida, and I was so fucking hungover that I like made a left instead of a right, and next thing I know, I'm like 4 hours north.
No.
Yeah, and I was just like, this just I keep feeling like I'm getting farther, but I was so like anxietied out and panicked out, and I'm drinking like Red Bull and fucking 5-hour energies, and I'm just keep going. Like I'm like, I literally got to like deep into Georgia, and I was just like, this does not feel right. Meanwhile, I probably had a compass on my car that I never looked at. And I get out. I remember I take the exit off. I was like, at a gas station. I was like, hey, man, Florida. He's like, man, you're going the wrong way, son.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh. So I ended up like getting there just as the party was like starting. And oh, my God, I was so fucking hungover. Yeah, that's
such an old-fashioned story.
Oh my God, yeah,
a back in the day story.
Well, it's like Christopher Columbus went the wrong way. I Columbused it.
You did,
yeah. I found fucking India or whatever. Anyhow, yeah, that's so now I'm complaining about Waze. Fucking, who like literally like carries you home. What is crazy is like the Waymos here. I was talking to my brother about it. They don't have them so there's. If you don't live in LA, there's cars here called Waymos, and they're completely driverless. And I don't know, we saw our first one like a year ago, maybe, or 2 years ago. And we're like, this is the weirdest fucking thing ever. Now there's 500 of them.
Mm-hmm. And they're starting to go on like more major roads and
They take you to the airport.
Yeah.
You'll just see a driverless car with 3 like cool teenagers in the back. Fucking just, it's so insane. These fucking cars. Because LA, too, there's so much time where you play chicken.
Dude, Waymos play chicken. Waymos don't give a fuck.
Waymos don't give a fuck. And they like speed around.
Yeah.
They tell you to go fuck your mother. And I'm like, damn, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was thinking about a Waymo, like, is it better than, like, I'd take a Waymo over a dumb Uber driver who could possibly rape you. Waymo's not there yet. I mean, but like Waymo also like, I don't know. I guess someone could jump in and no one could defend you.
The thing I hate about Ubers, they like that has happened to me a few times here, is that they'll take I can see the GPS on their phone, but they'll just decide to take another way and they won't tell you. And then I'm like, oh, I'm getting kidnapped. Like, and they like they should tell you. And it just like really annoys the fuck out of me. I don't know. I hate that. Because also like be aware that, you know, your passenger's kind of like, oh, I'm in a stranger's car. Like you should tell them.
Yeah, people completely forget. I remember when fucking Uber first, like, I'm going to get in a fucking Toyota's fucking Corolla with some random dude who smells like fucking cream cheese.
I've taken some weird Ubers.
Yeah. And their shit has gone down before. Waymo, it's like, you see it, you're like, oh, this is the future. It's like, no one cares anymore. No one gives two shits that driverless cars are ever. You don't even think twice about it. You just see it and you go, oh, I think I waved the one the other. Waved like, hey, man, what's going on?
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, Waymo. I've played chicken with it for a second just to see what it would do.
What does it do?
I ended up getting scared.
Yeah.
No, fucking. It is funny to think about like where we're both from. Like if a Waymo came down your dad's street, he would shoot a gun at it.
Dude.
Like, he would blow it up with a fucking bazooka. Like, dude, they'd be so afraid of these things.
Yeah. My dad came to LA and he was like, these people need to leave their dogs at home because there's just dogs everywhere. I mean, I agree that there are dogs in inappropriate places in LA, but like he's just like, why the dogs don't belong outside? Leave them at home.
Yeah.
Basically, boomers, like, they'll just get rid of a cat. They don't give a fuck. They'll throw that thing in an alley, like you were saying, like.
Yeah, we're not gonna say names, but we definitely know people that have just gotten rid of cats like it was like a garbage bag.
Yeah.
Not into garbage, but just let them loose.
Yeah, like go. And what's so funny is like Mango would go outside and like, but I think he would come back.
Yeah, cats were looked at different. I think just 10 years ago, they're like Waymos. No, they just like cats really have just like I don't know. We had a dog named Marge, who was a Beagle Basset Hound. I think it had some pit bull in it and some fucking like rabies because that fucking dog loved eating cats and would fucking just, I don't know, he'd break through the screen and go terrorize the cats in the neighborhood. And one time this guy showed up with no shirt on. He was jacked as fuck, pounding on our door going, your fucking dog is eating my cats. And I was like, Marge? And I was like surprised. I was like, little Marge?
Yeah, because these Basset Hounds, they hunt.
Yeah, I guess so. And I was just like, and I remember I was 16 or whatever. And I was like, all right, I'll get her. And I was like, Marge. And I didn't get in my car. I'm just running down my driveway going, Marge. Marge. Hey.
Marge is such a good name for a dog.
Especially a cat killer named Marge. Fucking Marge. He's looking at me and finally I'm like, you're right, I'll get in my car. And I get in my car with the window down. I'm just going, Marge.
Marge.
And fucking she'd come back like, video. So I ate like 12 cats. And we were just like, oh, it's just a cat. Like back in the day though, you're just like, yeah, it's just a cat.
Just a cat.
But now I would, if a fucking dog ate Mango, I would probably thank him.
We would sue.
I mean, yeah, I would sue. You're right. I would sue. Be like, Marge. Then Marge got so sick and my mom wouldn't put her down and she would just,
dude,
you ever have a sick dog?
My Basset Hound too.
And
my
they're
Basset
already
Hound
droopy.
had like wounds.
Yeah, dude, Marge had wounds.
Flies.
Yeah, dude. Like she had tumors that were like, it would be, they were so big. They were bigger than her. It might have been just a cat she ate in
and
there.
Basset Hounds, they droop so much as they age.
Oh my God. And it would come in the room and no one would want to say anything.
No, you can't touch it.
No.
No.
It'd come in the kitchen and we'd be like, fucking dude, Marge is fucking.
So gross.
I was like, karma, you fucking, for killing cats, you bitch. And she's just like, I had a good run, didn't I? I don't know when she died, but I just remember she should have been put down like years before.
Yeah, for sure.
She would just come in like, open wounds, just bleeding. And just like, what's up? And we're like, no one wants you here.
Marge, go eat some cats.
Dude. We had, oh my God. My mom got rid of so many dogs. We had Lucy, this white German Shepherd, gone. A poodle named Cody, gone.
Wow, you guys had a lot of dogs.
Yeah. Well, she'd just be like, we had Brandy, Labrador, gone. I don't know what happened with him. His dad, like the other ones got given to farms. At least that's what we were told.
Yeah, but there's a lot of farms.
Yeah. It was
Like different farms or
I
just
don't
one
know.
farm? We gotta call your mom and
Farm
ask.
to table. I don't know. She'll claim that. She'll probably listen to this and be like, I gave him a good home at a nice farm, you piece of shit. I get it. I'm sure he's fine.
It's
But
just
Brandy
such
got
a,
murdered.
like,
Brandy, I don't know what happened with it. He was a chocolate lab. We don't ask questions. But
Aww.
yeah.
Was he cute or old?
So cute. Had
Old?
green eyes. Brown lab. Probably like 5. I remember he ate a toad one time and it still was hopping in his throat. Maybe that's what killed him. I
Wait,
don't know.
so he was 5
And then he
and
just
cute, and
then
he just
died.
disappeared?
No, he died. I don't know how he died though.
How do you know he died? Like how did that happen?
I wish I can't. Maybe I just blocked it out.
You should call your mom.
I think yeah.
That's so sad.
I'm not gonna call her. How did Brandy die? I know how
She's
Marge
literally gonna
died.
be like, "Who's Brandy?"
Yeah. Don't
Brandy.
gaslight me. We had a dog named Brandy.
She's
no,
like,
you
"Brandy's
didn't.
still alive. Brandy's at the farm."
Yeah, Brandy's at the farm. Brandy's 36 years old. It's like Severance. It's like, was Brandy ever real? Oh my god. Oh, that was just at my. Oh my god. So fucking, we had a Rottweiler, and my dad a female Rott, and we named it Shaquille after Shaquille O'Neal.
That's amazing.
And literally, because it was a black. Like I'm like, this is too on the nose, Dad. And Shane Gillis was on Shaquille O'Neal's podcast, and he told Shaquille O'Neal that he had a dog named Shaq. His dad named him Shaq, and Shaquille O'Neal goes, "What kind of dog?" And he goes, "A black lab." And Shaquille O'Neal's like, "You motherfucker!" And I was like, "Holy shit!"
That's hilarious.
So I wrote Shane. I was like, "Dude, I had a fucking Rottweiler named Shaquille." It's so ridiculous. Oh my god.
We had a German Shepherd named Jaguar.
Damn. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like when like you named it a different animal.
I like that.
Then I have
Well,
a Jaguar on my arm.
It was after the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah.
Same.
That's your tattoo's after the Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
I named his Jacksonville. I named his German Shepherd.
Wait, isn't that after the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well, I thought there were more Jaguars in Florida. It turns
Yeah.
out there aren't that
but
many.
isn't that such a weird coincidence?
Yeah, that's fate. For
it's
sure.
fate.
Yeah, for sure.
It's our invisible string.
Yeah, string cheese. You fucking love string cheese.
Yeah.
String cheese needs to have more taste, I've decided.
No, it's just it's the brand. Kraft has good string cheese, but like if you get string cheese from like a Whole Foods store, like it's just like plasticky. It's like too organic.
Well, there is cheddar string cheese.
But it doesn't peel. It doesn't string.
Doesn't peel as hard.
Yeah, and like I don't like when people are like, you string it. I just like calm down. It's fucking cheese. Like you don't have to eat.
But no one should crunch it. No one should chomp.
But you can buy little squares if you're a chomper. I feel like that's more appropriate.
You know what cheese I love that I don't fucking get after? I don't get after cheese that much because I think I fart too much and it fucks up my anus. But the one that comes in the plastic.
Baby Bell.
Mm-hmm. God damn. But then you end up eating a little bit of the red plastic sometimes. Huh?
Borskin.
Borskin?
Is that what it's called?
Borson?
Borson.
Oh yeah, Borson's fun. That's more of a spread,
it's like
right?
A creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My dad
Sargento
loves
has
that.
really good cheese sticks.
Which one?
Sargento.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they never have enough taste. I need a little bit more taste. Anyhow, let's do some snooze.
Okay. First story. Since Selena Gomez isn't much of a flowers girl, Benny Blanco gifted her a trail of corn chips to their bathroom, where a large porcelain tub sat filled to the brim with nacho cheese sauce as a present for Valentine's Day. He also set up a massive bowl of chips by the tub, along with the words "I heart you" spelled out in chips on the ground. Is this comparable to any Valentine's Day gifts you have ever gotten?
All I can think about is how unsanitary that is.
Yeah, it's like, we're foodies. We're just regular people.
Who was that for? Because like
It sounds like it's for him. But
Social media.
yeah, like
Yeah.
who was that? That wasn't for her.
No.
You know, like he's just like, I'm so quirky. I'm Benny Blanco. I wear like Tommy Bahama button ups. Like ironically, like it's just. Oh, also there's a video saying he goes he literally admits on this video. He goes, yeah, I don't shower every day, but when I have the chance to,
It's in cheese.
yeah, like ew. I'm sorry, gross, Benny. First of all, don't admit that. I think it's gross.
Yeah, it does scream like I'm quirky.
I hate when people
I'm
try
trying.
it. Ugh, I hate it.
It would be like, yeah. Also, it's like, oh, she doesn't like flowers, so get her something kind of equivalent. You don't have to fucking fill your fucking,
What do you think is something equivalent to flowers?
I don't know, fucking chocolates or, I
Like a
don't know,
plant,
a nice
maybe? A
dinner,
plant?
a plant. Well, I can't get you any of those things because Mango eats them.
Yeah, he loves to say that. I can't get you flowers because Mango eats.
Would you rather have cheese in the bathtub?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, who would want to fucking go in? It's just like cheese is so strong.
Maybe like nachos.
How many fucking chips are you gonna fucking eat? And then you're just gonna and then you have to take the
Who's
cheese
cleaning
out.
it up? You gotta
Yeah.
clean it up.
You
Like
definitely
what's-
had a maid come
What's
in
the
there.
cleanup like?
Yeah.
Was it lined? Did they just like grab the bag
Yeah.
and throw out the melted cheese?
They took 5 photos for
How did the cheese
Instagram.
stay melted?
Then he yelled at some lady named like Abuela and was like,
What?
"Clean it up, bitch." Well, I think Abuela means grandma.
Consuela, Family Guy.
Consuela.
Consuela.
I couldn't think of any Spanish name right there. J-Lo.
Maria. J-Lo.
He's like, fucking clean the cheese. I don't want to see any cheese. I don't want any of my presents.
What's the most romantic Valentine's you've had?
I haven't really had any.
Yeah, me either.
Get a little lazier. I mean, this one was romantic in a way.
I don't know if it was romantic, but it was definitely fun and memorable.
Yeah.
But we've never been able to spend a Valentine's together because you've always had a show.
Yeah.
This time you did, but I just got to go with you.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was probably my favorite Valentine's.
Aw. That's
Teaching you
sweet.
blackjack. We were driving back in the car and I go on the ride home and I was like, "You love playing blackjack?" She's like, "I love blackjack." I go, "Why don't you explain the game to me
I
and
go,
what you've learned?"
I said, so if you're under 11, you always double down.
Which is not.
I thought,
And then she goes against a 10, which is she didn't. Yeah, it's funny. We'll play online. I'll teach you.
okay. What's the next news?
All right. Elon Musk's estranged daughter, Vivian Wilson, is speaking out after another woman alleged that she welcomed a baby with Musk, which would be his 13th child. Vivian posted to TikTok saying, "Wow, if I had a nickel for every time I found out I had half siblings through Reddit, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice, right?" In another TikTok posted February 16th, Vivian said she found out about the existence of one of her youngest siblings, Musk and Grimes' third child, named Techno Mechanicus, on the RuPaul Drag Race subreddit community. So, 2 possible questions. Either what's the weirdest thing you've seen on Reddit, or have you discovered some weird family secret in a non-traditional way like that?
I have an answer to both of those. Number 1, on Reddit, the craziest thing I've seen are photos of people's heads cut off.
Like getting cut off or afterwards?
After they were cut off.
And how do you feel when you see that?
Honestly, I was expecting to be more freaked out, but it wasn't. I just was kind of like, yep, their heads are cut off.
That's where we're at right now.
So desensitized.
Yeah, well, there used to be Jaws of or whatever, something of life, and it'd be like someone getting murdered. But now it's like you just put a Reddit on. Oh, there's someone's head off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Anyways, look at that cat.
And then the weirdest family secret I found out. Well, I don't know if it's like a secret, but I found this out. That because I'm adopted, and when I have a half sister. When I met her, she told me that she didn't know I existed for like the first 2 years of my life, and then she found out.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Some Elon Musk shit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever meet her in person?
Yeah, when I met her, she told me
Oh.
that. Yeah,
And you had a half brother too, right?
I have a half brother. Yeah.
Have you met him in person?
Mm-mm.
Man, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
just have blood out there.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird.
When you met her, were you like, did you feel connected as a sister at all?
No.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe if it was full, I don't know if I'd feel differently. I think I'm just like so like unattached from it. Like
Yeah.
it's just weird. I don't know.
I don't think I ever found out. The weirdest thing I saw on Reddit, I don't know. I'm not really on Reddit that much. I mean, I watch way too many knockout videos. Like people just getting fucking.
On Reddit?
I'll come up on Reddit, mostly TikTok. Whenever I'm like feeling depressed, I'm like, let me see someone get knocked the fuck out.
Oh.
Which is a
I
sick.
didn't know that about you.
Oh yeah, I love seeing people's heads hit the floor.
Really? Oh, I hate like
Oh, I
seeing
hate it.
people get hurt. I don't like that.
I don't like that. I like it, but
Interesting.
I love a good high school fight in the bathroom where some kid gets laid out, and I'm like,
Dude, oh,
but he lays out
no,
the
I
bully.
hate
I like
that.
when the bully gets beat up.
He likes the storyline.
Yeah, I think about the time I was bullied and I didn't knock
Aw.
him out. I still want to fuck this
You
guy
were
up.
bullied?
This one guy, just one time in the fucking locker room, he was standing over me talking mad shit. And he's
About
like,
what?
you won't do fucking anything, you fucking pussy. You fucking... I probably was saying some Jew shit, some shit about my... Like, just really just in trying to get me to fucking fight him. And I was so small back then, but...
I think it's smart that you didn't fight him.
I don't know. I think if I had enough rage, if I hit him first, I would have fucked him up. But he was such a skinny fuck. And then I saw him at a party like 10 years later, and I was fucking jacked.
You were big.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Oh.
how I punch him.
Did he?
And then I
what-
fucking
was
sucked
he-
his cock. I showed him by sucking
Was
his
he big?
cock.
10 years later?
No, he was scrawny as fuck, and like I was like, I'm gonna fucking murder him. But I'm like, that is like, you can't just beat up a guy 10 years later. Like, like I'd have to give everyone context. Like,
Yeah.
okay, before I punch Ross in the fucking face
Dude,
10
I
years
wanna punch him
ago.
now. One thing about me is I'll hold a grudge.
Oh, there's something so funny about like a 20-year reunion
No,
to
I
fight
want
your
to beat
bully.
the fuck. If we ever run into him, I'll literally make a point to be mean to him. Like I'll be like not nice. I'll make sure that he feels like he's on the outside.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the best part about being a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I love that in this scenario we have to go to like I don't know when I'd be around
No,
him.
but like I hate him instantly. I'm like I fucking hate.
Oh,
him.
he was such a bitch.
Yeah.
Just he was tall. He was way taller than me. But I used to fucking throw. Like I would just like at camp especially. I would just throw a punch. I wouldn't even think about it. Fucking guys 2 heads taller than me.
Yeah.
I'd fucking just throw a punch and they'd be like, I don't know. I fucking I think about that sometimes.
I think about my high school bully.
Yeah, what did they do to you?
Well, I got bullied in middle school a lot, and like I got called retarded,
oh.
like across the playground.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Brenna LaRock is retarded."
Just out of
And
nowhere?
would,
What
like,
were you doing?
Nothing. I was literally hanging out with my friends, like minding my own business.
Yeah.
And they would like talk shit about me from this like weird hill up on the playground and like
Damn.
yell it down. Yeah,
Brutal.
it was so fucking mean. And I still think I'm like, fuck that guy. He follows me on Instagram and I don't follow him back.
Damn, you
Yeah,
showed him.
I showed him. But he got fat after high school, so that also helps.
Yeah. It does help when your bullies.
Yeah. And he still
fail
lives in
miserably.
Cadillac, so
The worst is when they like look. They got an 8-pack.
Yeah.
And they're like, I just bought a Ferrari. Oh, did I also give you a wedgie, pussy? And I'm like, damn, dude. Fuck.
fuck.
Yeah. All right. Last story.
Last story. The Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary weekend is officially over. From the concert at Radio City Music Hall to the 3-hour live special, cast members and hosts from the original cast to the current not ready for primetime primetime players all reunited to celebrate the show that brought them together. Who is your favorite SNL cast member, past or present?
No comment.
No comment.
I don't know SNL enough.
Who's your favorite comedic actor? Who has made you laugh the most acting?
Acting? That one Australian blonde chick.
How crazy
Rebel
did
Wilson?
she married a comedian? She's like, who's your favorite comedian? I don't know, that blonde girl, Australian girl.
She's made me laugh a lot. Oh, or the other one who plays Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, she counts as an
Oh,
SNL.
okay.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, cool. I like Melissa McCarthy. She makes me laugh when she's acting.
Who made me laugh the most? I don't know. When it came to just SNL, I mean, there was the two opposite ends of the spectrum, I would say, is Chris Farley and then Norm Macdonald. Yeah, I don't know. I think the older you get, the less you don't like physical comedy for some reason. Like I've watched, but I don't know. Chris Farley, like Van Down by the River, unbelievable. I was never a huge SNL person though. I never, even when I got into comedy, I never thought, oh, I'd get an SNL audition. It just never even occurred to me. And Emil Wakim. He's my new. Yeah,
I
Emil
like the
Wakim.
way you say his name.
Emil Wakim. Crazy thing about Emil is he's a current cast member on SNL, and we met in Bloomington, Indiana. Nikki was doing a show, and he picked us up from the airport. It was about an hour and a half drive. Nikki sat in the back. I sat in front, and right away I was like, "Oh, he's 21 years old." And I was like, "Oh, this kid is fucking fantastic."
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how you can tell that like so quick.
Like who's gonna be a star?
Yeah. I mean, part of it is like they're just that talented where it's like, I can't believe I saw it. But there are comedians where like early on I was just like, oh, that person's a different caliber of person.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like the most personable person. And then he did stand up and he was insanely like confident for his age. But anyhow, I was like, yeah, it's just, and we had some fun times. Like we shared rooms before.
Oh
like,
yeah.
We stayed in like one shitty house, like motel by the nice hotel, and he slept on the floor and I slept in the bed. I was like, dude, you could get in the bed, dude.
I love that he didn't get in the bed.
He's like, no, I'll go sleep outside in the fucking woods. I was like, just get in the bed.
Was it a king?
Yeah, I don't
Why
know.
didn't you guys have your own bed?
No, it wasn't a king.
Oh, I see. I get that.
It was probably a queen.
If I don't know somebody, like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also like
Double his age.
Yeah. I'm like, get in the bed.
Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
it wasn't sexual. I swear. I fucking swear. It was purely just the floor looks uncomfortable. Come on up here, pal.
What if he like waits till you fall asleep and then he's like, "All right, I'm getting in the bed."
He does call me Papa. I go, oh, baby boy. So it's just completely platonic.
Are your eyes okay?
No, I'm itchy.
I love the way Andrew itches his eyes. He'll be on a podcast. Like, I love it. I love it. You go like this.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll go like that.
Yeah.
I get to do this, too.
Yeah.
I think I do it when it's like a nervous
You
tick.
do this when you get nervous. You go like this. Oh, my other favorite thing is when you're on the phone with somebody and you yawn, like when you're nervous or like when you're like, so trying to make something seem like not a big deal. So you're like, so yeah.
So, yeah, so
But he goes like this, like or like when you laugh. And you're like,
yeah,
I
that's
don't know
right.
why.
No,
but I caught myself.
I can see your bully yelling at me that I'm slow. Yeah.
No. But I caught myself doing it the other day in Vegas, just with one hand. I was putting my eye or itching my eye like this, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
No, here's the difference.
We're
Your
becoming-
eyes, you were red and crusty.
That was the other thing. I had an allergic reaction to benzoyl peroxide like literally over a month ago, and my eyes were like red and puffy and swollen, and they just haven't fully recovered. So,
well, you'll get there.
every time I get dehydrated.
All right. Well, that's been the podcast. Check us out on Patreon, Puddles with Andrew and Brenna. Support the podcast. It means a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Puddles, puddles, puddles. Everybody now puddles. Everybody get up because you get down and then everyone will come over here.